The objective of the prep assembly station is to position and mount the hinges on the doors of the cabinet. The equipment used during this process is the work table and the roller conveyor. The tools used during this process are the hand drill, screwdriver, and template. The materials used during this process are the cabinet doors and the hinges and screws. This photo depicts the station and the dimensions of the workspace. Considering the worker height is about 5 feet 6 inches or 66 inches tall, this affects how the employees interact with the product throughout the day. The process for the prep assembly station is to retrieve 2 doors and carry them to the work table. Then they are positioned in order to drill 3 holes appropriately into each door. Next, the employee gets 4 hinges and positions them on each door and clamps them into position. Then 5 holes are drilled for each hinge and screws are driven to secure each hinge to the door. Lastly, the doors are unclamped and carried to the roller conveyor. It was noticed that awkward postures and forceful exertions were observed from the employees to interact with the workspace. Forceful exertions are required to lift the door fronts from the roller conveyor, and forward bending and twisting of the torso are seen to get the door as well. Also, forceful exertions are required to position the door fronts with hinges on the roller conveyor. Forceful exertions, forward bending of the torso, forward bending of the neck, and elevated shoulder is required to drill holes into the door using a template. Also, forceful exertions, forward bending of the torso and neck, and elevated shoulder postures are required to drive the screws into the cabinet doors. In order to retrieve the screws, the employees must undergo an extended arm posture as well. To summarize this process, the prep assembly station is a medium to high-paced job requiring forceful exertions to lift, carry, and position door fronts, drill holes, and drive screws. In addition, awkward postures of the neck, torso, arms, and hands were observed in many tasks. The following recommendations are made for the prep assembly tasks. Consider using a small apron for the screws to decrease posture stress. Investigate utilizing a Lazy Susan rotating disc for the door fronts to decrease posture stress and eliminate extended reach postures in order to drill holes and drive screws in the back of the product. Encourage use of adjustable height feature of the work table during each work cycle to decrease posture stress. The work table should be lowered when working on the top of the door front or horizontal surface and raised to a position near elbow height when working on the edges of the door front or vertical surface. Lastly, investigate spring-loaded mechanisms for the door fronts on the roller conveyor to decrease posture stress and forceful exertions. Thank you.